Hello, and welcome back to my journal from Normal to Norway. I have a bullet point list again of things that I want to talk about in this video, and I might end up kind of reading from it a little bit, so please forgive me if I do. It's just that what I'm going to share with you today is super important to me. So I've written out some things that mean a lot to me. I'm going to be really vulnerable again today and share one of the hardest truths about me for me to live with, and one that has had countless negative effects in my life. I'm single, and I have been single every day of my 32 and a half years on this earth. I'm actually what I call the most single. Title of this video. I've never been in a relationship, never had a boyfriend, never been on a date, never been kissed, never held a guy's hand, never hugged a guy in more than a friendly way. I'm 32 years old, and I've never known what it feels like to be found attractive, what it feels like to be wanted in that way. As far as I know, no guy has ever been attracted to me. And I can't adequately express the depth of pain that has caused me. That's a long time to go without being wanted in any sort of romantic way. A long time. There's plenty of people who want to be my friend. They like things about me, but nobody wants more from me. And I feel I have a lot to give. My favorite animal is actually the hummingbird. And one of the reasons for that is out of all animals, it's the one with the largest heart in comparison to the size of its body. And I think that's awesome. And I can kind of relate to that, I feel like sometimes my heart takes up practically all of my body. I feel like I'm all heart a lot of the time. And I feel like I have a lot of love to give. But it seems that there are no takers. That's what it feels like a lot of the time. And I want to make note that I have family and friends who love me. And I don't ever want to belittle their love for me, but that's not what this is about. So I hope that those of them watching this are okay with that. I would say I want, but it feels like a need. I need to love and be loved in return in equal measure, in a romantic way. I desperately want my best friend, partner, lover, husband, father of my children person. And I'm pretty emotionally exhausted from not being with him. It actually hurts, I would say excruciatingly, every day to not be with him, and I'm over it. But I know that I do have to keep going, and I know that I have to do my best to live a fulfilling life until I get to meet him, trusting in the meantime that I will actually get to meet him someday, that it won't always be the case that I don't have my person to share my life with, and to give my love to. I have to trust that that won't always be the case. Because honestly, that would suck. I want to be the kind of person who can believe that life would be good and full, and that I could be content without that person, without that relationship. But that's just not where I'm at right now. That's pretty hard to believe. I want him. I want it. Let's see, what else do I have written? See, I'm getting caught up in this. I knew I would get all emotional about it. Oh yeah. This might sound like an exaggeration, but it feels like the truth. Until I do get to meet him, I think it's important to say that I live in constant pain, with debilitating heartache, but functioning as fully as I can nonetheless. And some people have brought up the idea to me that maybe my standards are too high, and that's infuriating for many reasons. A big one of them being I have never, not once, said no to anyone because I've never been asked. I've never been asked. And that hurts a lot. I've found that it's pretty near impossible to have self-confidence, to have any kind of positive self-image when that's the case. I mean, how do you believe that you are desirable when no one has ever desired you? And that's not a rhetorical question. I mean, that's one that I'm honestly trying to answer. I'm trying to find the answer for it. And that's, I guess, a big part of this whole journey of growth thing. Because I want to get to a place of loving myself and seeing myself as desirable despite this truth about my life. I do not want it to hold me back or prevent me from liking myself and enjoying my life. That would be ridiculous and heartbreaking, quite frankly. If I heard that about anybody else, it would break my heart. So why am I doing it to myself? Ugh, story of my life. So I wrote down the fact is I am single. I'm single right now, but I'm also alive right now. Important. I have a life to live, and I want to live the crap out of it. I want to say other words, but I'm not going to say them here. I want to live the crap out of it. Every moment of every day, that is the goal. So as you can tell, I've got a lot of work to do. In the meantime, until then, I thought it would be kind of fun to share here that I recently felt attacked, personally attacked, by the app that I'm using to learn Norwegian because it saw fit to teach me how to say, I don't want to be single forever. Which, for those of you wondering, is Jeg har ikke lyst til å være single for evig. So, you know, that was a little too true. Hit a little too close to home. Just thought I'd share that. Hope that's amusing to some of you. And actually, so in my last video, I said that my sister had been here visiting last weekend, and she asked if I would share this here, if I was going to talk about this here. And when I said yes, it seemed that she couldn't believe that I would make myself so vulnerable so publicly. But to me, honestly, it was a no-brainer. For me, it's like, of course, I would share this huge part of my life with you. I think it's important. It's actually incredibly easy for me to open up myself like this because doing so isn't just for me, like not even a little bit. It's actually really for you. If anyone out there in the world, even just one person, has similar circumstances to mine, and if they feel anywhere near the level of loneliness, despair, and shame that I have felt over this, I need to tell our story for them. So, if that is you right now watching this video, I'm making this video for you. I need you to hear and to know and to believe both in your head and your heart what I am about to say. There is nothing wrong with you. You are as deserving of love as anybody else. You are okay, and you will be okay. You are not the only one. You are not alone. Du er ikke alene. Until next time. Ha det.